In this lesson, we're going to talk about what is a decimal. So our learning target is I can define a decimal, so I can tell what it is, and read it using tenth and hundredth. So these are my two new vocab words here, tenth and hundredth. So we're going to talk about what it is and read it correctly using tenth and hundredth. So first, a decimal is just a fraction in which the denominator is a power of 10. So that means that the denominator could be 10 or 100 or 1,000, any of those. Okay? But it is expressed using decimal point. Okay, so a decimal point is just like a period. And so we're going to talk about a fraction, which has a denominator with the power of 10, so like 10, 100, or 1,000. There's more than that as well. But we're going to talk about it expressed using a decimal point. So let's say, if we look at our place value chart here, my decimal point is always going to be right here. It's always between the ones place and the tenths place. Okay, so let's say I have this number 3 decimal point 47. So my number is 3 decimal point 47. The way I would read this would be 3. When I get to the decimal point, I would use the word and. So 3 and then I would say what this number is. So this would be 47. 3 and 47, and then whatever my last place is. So 3 and 47 hundredths. 3 and 47 hundredths. The way this would look as a fraction would be 3 as my whole number, 47 hundredths. So this would be the decimal version, this would be the fraction version. They are exactly equal to each other. So let's look at another one. My decimal point is always between my ones and my tenths place. So let's say we have 0.38. So I have no whole numbers here, I just have a decimal. So it would just be, I would say this together, so this would be 38. 38, and then the last place I have is hundredths, so 38 hundredths. The way that would look as a fraction would be 38 over 100, or 38 hundredths. Okay, and lastly, make sure I put my decimal point in the right place. Okay, so let's say we have the number 42 decimal point 4. So 42 decimal point 4. So I would start by just 42. When I have the decimal point, I use the word and. So 42 and then I just have 4 here. 42 and 4 tenths. 42 and 4 tenths. So if I wrote this as a fraction, 42 would be my whole number. 4 tenths would be my fraction.